Oh, look at that. Stopping for a bit. Hey, hello hustlers. It's Carolina here, and it's time for us to check out of this lovely hotel. It's raining very, very hard. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. I'm Carolina, I'm an entrepreneur. I live in Chile, but I travel the world. Right now I'm in Chile, by the way. I teach people how to build businesses and brands using the internet so that you can live time, money, and location free. That's what I love doing. I teach people digital marketing. I'm a public speaker, and everything I do is to inspire you and to teach you how to leverage social media, the internet, and learn the marketing skills that you need to build a business around your passion. That's it in a nutshell. So make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so that you don't miss any of my content. I do vlogging. I also do regular videos where I teach you stuff and motivation and inspiration to help you enjoy life and start the new journey that entrepreneurship is. By the way, it's raining really hard, as you can see. And I'm waiting for Thomas. Thomas is my fiance. He's picking me up here in front of the lobby. Oh, there he is. That's him. It's raining hard.
It's not rain, it's
It's not rain? Oh, it's hail. Hail.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's gonna be fun. Whoa. It's getting stronger by the minute. It's wild. You guys see the little ice cubes? Tiny little ice cubes. See them? Anyway, Thomas had a meeting, so I'm waiting for him in the car. I was like, I don't think I want to get out of the car yet. We have to drive to the airport in a couple hours, so we're just going to hang out here in Pucón, probably go to a restaurant, have lunch, and protect ourselves from the fury of the gods. It must be snowing really, really heavily on the volcano. Oh, look at that. Stopping for a bit. But there's still these little ice cubes, snowflakes. I guess it's like snow, but it's too hard. It's more like, yeah, it's more like hail than snow. Look at that. Did you see that one? It's ice. Love it. Anyway, so while I sit here in the car, I want to take this opportunity to tell you something important about entrepreneurship, about what really sets you apart. You know, when you want to be successful, what you need to do to set yourself apart from everyone else. Number one, you have to serve your market better than anyone else. You need to add more value than anyone else. That's it. That's number one. Figure out what the top performers are doing in your industry and then figure out how you can beat them and offer even more value than they already do. Number two, you need to be consistent. You don't go to the gym one time and then you say it doesn't work. It's the same with business. You want results, you need to be consistent for a period of time. There is no such thing as overnight successes. And I am also a living proof of that. Okay? I'm in my early 30s. And I started this thing when I was 23. When I was 23, I had a dream. And that dream was, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this business work. I had just graduated out of college. When I was 24, I was at my first job. And when I turned 25, that's when I really had it clear that I just had to change something about my life and I couldn't stay at a job for the rest of my life. And then when I was about 28, that's when I had my breakthrough. So it took me a while. And I had to be consistent. The way that I became successful in social media was because I was on Twitter 24/7. I was tweeting 160 times a day when I was at, when Twitter was really hot, like in 2010, 2011. I was tweeting 24/7. I was there all day building my brand, adding value, talking to people, documenting what was happening. And whenever there was like an earthquake in my country, I was there documenting, and I got attention from people because I was there every day, consistently showing up, adding value. People started following me because I was adding value to them. It was way before Twitter became this vanity metric where, it was all about followers. When I got started, it was about connecting with new people. And we used to say that Facebook was the place for your friends and Twitter was a place for you to meet new people and build your brand. And that's what I did with Twitter. That's what opened the world up for me. Then I went on Instagram, then on YouTube and everything. But what really got me there was consistency. The other important factor that I think is important to success is congruency. You have to be congruent. You cannot say one day in your content you're going to provide certain value or something, and then you don't provide it, or you tell your clients, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't do it. We all have issues in life that sometimes prevent us from fulfilling our word, but then at least we let people know what's gonna happen. And I've had that situation happen to me before, you know, family emergency, health issues, but then you go ahead and you tell people in advance, hey, I know I promised I was gonna deliver this webinar, this training, this video. It's not gonna happen because of this, and be transparent, but otherwise you have to be congruent. So consistency and congruency were, for me, two of the most important traits that got me to where I am today. And if you ask any successful person, they'll probably name similar traits. I have a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about traits of successful entrepreneurs. I'm gonna link it up in the description or in the comments. I'm actually gonna put it in the comments. You can watch that video there too, because I share a few other important things that I believe successful people have in common, and I would love to hear your thoughts about what you think makes somebody successful. Anyway, the rain had stopped for a second, but now it's starting all over again. And yeah, I mean, I can see it falling, and they look like tiny little snowflakes, but but you know, it's a weird mix. It's a mix between hail and rain and snowflakes. Anyway, that's it. If you can at least implement those two, if you can at least be consistent and congruent, and trust me, those are things you're not necessarily born with. Those are habits that you develop. You develop the habit of being consistent, and you develop the habit of being congruent with what you say and what you do, okay? I've seen too many people over-promising and under-delivering. That's being incongruent. Whatever your market is, this applies to every market, okay? I'm in the digital marketing, consulting, speaking market, affiliate marketing, make money market. But whether you are an artist or, you know, whatever market you're in, what did I get here? Oh, reminder. Shoot. I'm supposed to take my supplements now, and I don't have them with me. I put reminders on my phone for everything that matters, okay? I have like several reminders that show up every day. I'm gonna actually make a video on that, okay? On a little bit of time management, but not so much time management, but more like how to allow your phone to help you have a healthy routine when it comes to mindset and developing certain habits. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys for now. Thomas is still in there. Like I said, we're gonna be going for lunch, and I'll see you guys a bit later. Okay guys, so it is time for us to leave this beautiful hotel here in the middle of nature. It stopped raining now. The hail was unbelievable. Had a really nice time, as always. Every time we come here, it's lovely. We are so excited to build our house. I will be documenting everything. It's not gonna happen just yet, because there's a lot we gotta do. We gotta figure out the financing to get it built. We need to figure out who's gonna build it. We need to figure out what we want it to look like. I do know for sure that I love houses that are made of stone and wood. That combination I really like. Kind of like this hotel actually, but maybe a less classic design. It's a little too classic. And as you guys know, I am anything but conventional. Okay, we just made it to the airport. It's right over there. It's the end of our trip. We are leaving the rental car here, taking the suitcase and heading over to the check-in counters. And despite the rain and everything, the sunset is looking very beautiful. Right?
Right.
So here's the name of the airport in Spanish, Aeropuerto La Araucanía, and the name below is in Mapudungun, which is a native language that our ancestors used to speak. Well, we had lots of languages in Chile before Spain came over to conquer. We had several different native, I don't know how to say it, cultures, and they all had their own languages. That was one, and that's the one that is still alive today. I guess the others have faded quite a bit, which is really sad. But yeah, that's it. That's Mapudungun, and the culture is called the Mapuche. Maybe you've heard about that. So if you ever want to come to Chile and you want to learn more about, you know, what it was like, you know, what the old cultures were like the Mapuche, and you want to visit like real Mapuches who are still here actually keeping their culture alive, Thomas has actually made some really cool contacts in this region so that you can actually learn the real culture and not some tourist trap thing. I don't like tourist traps, but if you want to get to know the real people, people. That's amazing, actually. I've met some of them, and their culture is really impressive and beautiful. So if you're one of those travelers, let us know. I'll probably put Thomas' business info here. If you ever plan to come to Chile, he can plan your entire trip from north to south, including Easter Island, everything. That's what his agency does, and he specializes in private tours, high-level private tours. So that's it. Okay, are we good to go?
All good to go.
It's funny because it's called Agua Aventura, which means water adventure, and it's raining really hard right now.